Hello everyone, this is Randy here again, another episode of Professional Farmer 2014, and we are playing on the American map, which is part of the Platinum DLC. Still gotta wonder where they came up with that idea, Titanium Edition. Anyway, this episode we're hopefully going to cultivate and plant up this big field, the second biggest field that I have. I finished planting our biggest field we have off screen with corn. That field is all planted and ready to go. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to plant this field here with grass. We made really good money, I'm going to say, last time with grass on the big field there. Oh, I need to be on the other side, don't I? Let's see, can I get this out of here without folding it? It looks like I can. Okay. Yeah, I figure with the money we made last time on the big field of grass, we're going to do another grass field here. I know we don't need the grass for the cows and stuff, but gonna do a little piece across the front here, hopefully make it a little easier to turn around with that barn in the way and stuff. And I got a couple comments from last episode. I can watch where I'm driving and read them at the same time. Probably not. Yeah, Michael was saying that you can actually use straw to feed the cows with too. So instead of grass, you can throw straw in there. Did not know that. Didn't even think of that as a possibility, I guess. And then I think someone pointed out that's not very realistic, and he's probably a good point on that. You know, feeding your cows straw. You know, bedding material, not necessarily food material, but you definitely would use straw for the cows. So that's something I'll have to keep in mind. Maybe just we can do a little bit of that here and there, kind of mix things up a little bit. I still do have a wagon load, I think that's full if I remember correctly, of grass there. So we got plenty of grass yet. Wow, that is terribly on straight line there, my goodness. Maybe I should read more comments, because from the looks of it, the line where I was reading comments, there was a little bit straighter, actually, but oh well. And I believe, if I look here... Yeah, Michael was also saying I don't necessarily have to plant grass. He's correct on that. I could just buy a field of grass. All the fields that I do not own, so like there's, yeah, field right over there, are automatically planted. I'm not sure if it's random or the same every time, but they're basically planted every year. So what I can do, in the fall, I can buy a field and basically get a free planting out of it. And that is essentially what I did with the grass field we had last year. I did not have to plant that field, I just bought it that way. I did not even realize, well, I kind of sort of did. That was the field I wanted to buy anyway. And it was just kind of an extra added bonus. It actually came with grass on it, which is what I wanted, so. And I also got a comment from someone saying they didn't think this game was that realistic. Yeah, that's pretty much true of all simulation games. You know, it makes a big difference how realistically you play them as well. It makes a big difference. You know, obviously you can take a lot of shortcuts if you want, but and I probably take more than a few maybe. But, you know, let's be honest about who'd want to play a simulation game that was 100% real. Don't think that would be a whole lot of fun, I don't think, but never know. I mean, how many folks would actually want to do this in real life? You know, take a field, you know, let's make it about the size of this map, actually, maybe the whole map. Throw a cultivator about this size behind a tractor, and you can play in real life up and down the field simulator for all day. Yeah, methinks that would probably get a little boring after a while. Not so bad if you got smaller fields, you know, you kind of hop around from field to field, and you got some of the bigger fields out in wherever. Yeah. Looking at ground all day could get a little boring. And this cultivator is annoying. I have come to that conclusion on several times. So yeah, hopefully once we get enough money, I'm going to, like I said before, I'm going to look at the other brand of cultivators. I forget what they were again. Maybe they're horse too, I'm not sure. See if they work any better. I hate how this cultivator bounces around. Yeah, if we have any time left, maybe we'll fertilize some fields too. I don't know, we'll see once here. See once how long it takes to actually plant this field. Which happens to remind me, if I'm planting grass, I might actually need some grass seed. I don't know if I have any of that or not. This cultivating job would go much quicker if this thing wouldn't bounce around like that. Haven't seen anything about updates for this game recently either, so I'm not sure if it's, last I heard they were working on another one, but I'm not sure when that was. Or what's even, you know, gonna happen with that update, but yeah, the electric pole interrupted my roll there. I was doing pretty good. I never actually let up off the speed control once there. Except for this little bit on the field here. Oh well. Yeah, I do wonder if at some point they're going to come up with an update that's going to utilize those greenhouses there. Or maybe you can utilize them already and I just don't know how. That's possible, but... And one last pass here and we will have it. Okay, that will do it for cultivating. Now we'll grab the planter, do some grass. And like I said, I'll probably hire a worker to do the other 4 fields. Yeah, and in real life you probably won't be traveling this fast across a cultivated field. I think it probably jumps most of your body parts off after you did that. That is if the tractor didn't fall apart first. Depends how well they have it cultivated though too. So, you know, some of the cultivated fields, they get them looking pretty nice. Still not saying you want to go, you know, flying up and down them, but... Do I have grass seed? Ah, yes I do. Excellent. And that should be enough to plant this whole field, I would think. I had to fill the planter up once there when doing the big field. And we still had, was it 600 left? I think it was. So, planter and a half to plant the big field. And we should probably go in a forward direction. Interesting, the game actually won't let you go backwards with the seeder. Actually, for that case, most implements it won't let you go backwards with. That's also true if you try to plant in the wrong season. It won't let you move if you try to plant the wrong season. I'm not sure about cultivating plowing so much. I've never ran into an issue with that, but... yeah, game doesn't let you plant in the wrong season simply by, you know, not being able to move your tractor. I did try that just to see what would happen. That was on it'd be in last season on the France map. You know, I think you could maybe pop up some warning of some type, hey, wrong season, buddy. But nope, just tractor doesn't move. Yeah, what this game needs is a GPS mod like Farming Sim has. Once you get to these wider implements, it's a little bit harder to do from in the cab, especially when I can't actually see the edge of it. I should really do a headlander in front of there too, so I can actually make the turnaround like I did with the cultivator. I kind of sort of made that turn there, I guess. Looks like I missed just a little piece of it. That's kind of fun to watch those bars down on the track there, almost equalized. The one on the left is the field percentage done. Yeah, they're pretty much looks like both about 50-50 right now. That could mean we might need more seed then. And then, yeah, the one on the right is obviously our planter fill level. Oh yeah, we should be good on seed. We got 61% sown. And barely half. Or not barely, yeah, not quite half, I should say, used yet. Okay, seems like it got dark all of a sudden. Probably actually a cloud over the sun. It appears that this game actually does that. I will have to say that is one thing that does impress me with this game is the level of detail into the lighting effects. That's really good. Especially some of the sunsets, sunrises, light coming around the buildings, shadows, that type of thing. Looks like they've done a lot of work, or maybe this engine just works that way with the lights. Yeah, they could definitely use some higher res textures on their ground, though, in my opinion. Maybe it doesn't look so bad from far away, but if you're up close to it, yeah, not that great. Okay, one more pass and we should have it, I would think. I know we overlapped a little bit on the cultivator there, so that is the one problem. If the field don't update, it's kind of hard to tell where the field edge actually is. And there we go, 100% sown. Excellent. Put the seeder away here. And then we'll grab some hired workers here to finish up the other 4 fields. Oh, what shall we plant on them? I haven't thought about that yet, really. Or maybe I haven't, I don't remember. Okay, let's stop. There we go. This tractor does take its time stopping in high gear, I've noticed. Guess that's kind of to be expected. And we're basically full on the seeder yet, so okay. Yeah, I'll leave that for a moment. We need to cultivate the fields first, and we'll start with that one. Make sure I don't cultivate one of the fields I've already plowed. Or planted. That would be bad. Okay, and then we'll plant them. Wheat, corn, barley. We got corn on the big one. Sure, why not? Why don't we do peas? Haven't done them in a while, I don't believe. Okay, all fields are planted and accounted for, I believe, so we'll advance it to the next season. And just to be safe, I'll save the game as well. Don't think I've had any crashes in this game yet that I recall off the top of my head. You never know, there's always a first for everything, so... And start fertilizing the fields in no particular order, I guess. That was probably a little too much overlap there. And not quite 100% close enough, though, I guess. And if I remember correctly, you can't quite get this field in one swipe, which is really annoying. You need like just a little bit extra. Okay, and then the big field of corn. Yeah, it kind of really doesn't look like corn. Corn has much skinnier, narrower leaves on it. Okay, maybe I can't see it, but I'm not seeing the actual fertilization particles off this fertilizer here. Now, the one problem with waiting a season to fertilize is now I can't actually see the lines on the field that I go by. Not sure if it makes a difference or not, but career mode always, you did it one season after planting, so kind of, follow the way the career mode did it, just to make sure it takes effect and works. And one good thing about that, I don't know if that's a bug or whatever with this field, but I can actually see where I am now. I think for the future I'm going to remember, I'm probably just going to fertilize this same season, that way I can see better. Not so bad on the smaller fields, but big field like this makes it a lot easier. Okay, can we get the rest of the field in one? No, don't look like it. Oh well. I have to make one more pass. Yeah, that's gonna suck. Oh well. Now, one thing to keep in mind when you buy a field too, if you buy one of the fields that's already planted, they do not come fertilized. So, buy any one of these fields that I don't own that are already planted, probably gonna want to make sure you fertilize them to get the maximum out of it. And while we're out this way, we'll get the small field I own over here. And again, we're not quite wide enough. Well, actually, this one looks like it's a little bit better. Almost fits 2 widths. Okay, now we just got the 2 fields on the other side of the farm. I will take care of those off screen, so if folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching. Till next time.